So as long as we don't yell, also don't be too quiet.
Loud and quiet, that's where I reside.
Hey everybody, I brought my professional drum set player Mason here
Not
today.
professional, that was a lie.
Today we're going to be looking at a drum set. It is not my drum set, it is his drum set.
Yeah, I got a drum set because as fun as playing guitar is, it's just not quite as cathartic. I really did want to bang on some drums.
You want to be able to take your anger out on something.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I feel like that's like a healthy thing to hit with a stick.
Instead of a guitar, hit it with a stick?
Yeah, you don't want to do that. You can maybe do that a couple times in your life, but yeah, you don't really.
Nobody can afford to keep doing that.
Yeah, it's not a good habit. So
I got a message from him saying that he had a drum set in mind that he was gonna get. First of all, he tried to get one off of AliExpress for a couple $100s.
Couple hundred, it was a pretty good deal.
It was a crazy deal. And then they immediately messaged him back saying that that was not a real thing and they weren't gonna be able to send it. So that was a bust.
Yeah, but I've been on a prowl to find a good entry-level electronic drum set for a while, and I am so frugal that I will literally wait 6 months to find like a good deal to actually jump on. When I didn't get that for a couple hundred, I was like, oh, my heart sank.
It's almost like it wasn't ever gonna be real.
Yeah, it was almost too good to be true. And it was. I just haven't been able to cave. I mean, I've seen these things at pawn shops and I've seen these things used online and things like that, but like I just kind of want a fresh one. Listen, I've been to a Guitar Center. I've seen what, you know.
That could be like a slogan. I've been to a Guitar Center.
I've been to a Guitar Center. When I tell you that I just didn't want a drum set that I know like every dad and teenager in a 50-mile radius has wailed on, that was my bar. That was my bar.
Let's set the timeline here, right? He finds an instrument that he likes, a musician's friend, right?
I ended up finding. I ended up finding something.
He finds a great drum set that he wants. He orders it.
Yeah.
How long until you got an email back?
It was within a week. Their suggestion at the time was like, hey, you bought this thing, but we don't have it. We don't have the thing. It was on our website and it was on sale and it was a good deal. It was like 25% off.
Yeah.
It was a good deal. And they were like, we don't have the thing.
That you already paid for.
That I already paid for. Yeah. In an attempt to resolve that issue, they let me know, we are trying to look at the conditions of some used ones. And I was just like, oh God, that was like one of the stipulations I had. I just didn't want a used one. I had a few things that I needed. I needed that like actual bass drum feel. I need like the actual bass drum pedal.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see if that hits it.
And I just needed it to not be completely beaten. That was my standards, and I let them know that. Like, I was kind of disappointed.
I want to see those emails too, by the way. If you don't want. I want that.
I can give you those emails. Yeah, I come off a little rough.
Good.
Customer Mason kind of came out with my disappointment. I said, hey, listen, you kind of have this drum set, but it's in another form. You're still selling the upgraded form of this drum set. Why don't you guys, being like the huge corporation you are, just open a box, take two of the upgrade things in it, out of it, and send it to me,
that's there.
Maybe just send me the upgraded kit. I'm having to call you or emailing back and forth. And you know, they actually conceded. They were like, you know what? This guy's got a point. We're emailing ad nauseum. Let's just send him the upgraded kit. So that's where we're at.
Like, yeah, dude.
And so it's here. It's finally here. And I'm ready to beat on some drums. Originally, I had tried to order the Simmons T50.
Is this Simmons? Simmons?
Is this Simmons? I think it's Simmons. It's two M's, right? Why would it be Simons if it's two M's? Simmons?
Simmons.
We're gonna go with Simmons.
There's two M's. We're gonna go Simmons. Like the base model.
Which is like the base model of this one. This is the BEX, and really all of that is it comes with the extra cymbal and the extra tom.
So essentially, instead of getting that base model, now you have the upgraded version.
I do.
That you still got for that crazy low price.
Yeah, they still price matched the 25% off the base model for me, which was nice. I think they did the right thing there, which was really cool.
Yeah. We're gonna take this entry-level upgraded drum set out.
Yeah.
We'll put it together, and then we're just gonna see what the deal is. And
it's affordable. It's like the kind of thing that you could get your teenage son or daughter like for Christmas, like kind of like affordable. You know what I mean?
Or you know, like a 36-year-old man who just wants to let his anger out.
Right, in a healthy way. Yeah, in a healthy way.
Yeah. Let's move this table.
Yeah, you want to? Okay, yeah, let's just do it without the table. That's right.
Okay.
I mean, your table can handle this.
We're upside down.
No, we're not.
No, it's upside down.
Oh, you want to face up?
I gotta show the picture of the thing so they can see what the heck we're doing here.
Oh my God, let's work it back.
But just put it down.
No, you just put it down.
I'm weak.
That way we get out of the shop.
I'm a weak man. You're in the shop.
Watch, it's upside down. Just
I'm
on the
keeping
other side.
this. I don't know, dude. That's pretty dusty. You got like a little push here.
Yeah, but that's probably gonna be like just because I live out in the boonies.
Yeah, that's true. It's funny because just like I do with my wife all the time, I made him wait about 5 days to actually take out his instrument to be able to play it,
true.
so that we could put it on my channel. So thank you, Mason, for letting me, the content. Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's what being a good friend's all about. If you want to do this for your friend, maybe like look inside yourself.
All right, now let's move the table.
Whoa, that was close, dude.
Don't scare me.
Dude, that was close. We got a little too
spicy. Now, you know something that most drum sets don't come with, but you still need? A drum throne. Thankfully, the sponsor for today's video has you covered. The Gator Air Glide Drum Throne. First of all, this thing is pneumatic, which means that adjustments are super easy to make on the fly. Not only that, but because of its air glide system, it actually makes it a little bit more cushy because it kind of bounces with you when you play, which is really nice. This thing's rocking huge rubber feet on the bottom, which makes the stability of it really great. Not only that, but it is totally quiet. I actually complained about the creakiness of my old stool while making this video. The Airglide also has an optional backrest, which is super easy to take off if you don't want to use it. The backrest is also super adjustable, so no matter how far from the back or how high or low you want it, you can easily set it there. The chair goes from 18 inches all the way to 24 inches, which means it's actually really versatile. The throne is actually great to use for things other than just drumming. I sat and recorded an entire video using this chair. Oh, and did I mention it's also just really comfortable? It's rocking a velour top, which is about as fancy as you could possibly get. So if you'd like to upgrade your throne game, check out the Gator Air Glide Drum Throne.
All right, here's the cut.
Come on, I'm getting tired.
I think you gotta buy you better scissors.
What?
Yeah.
Don't be blaming my scissors.
Whoa.
They came with drumsticks. They branded?
No.
Bummer. I'm here for the presentation so far. This looks pretty good.
Just so we know. Just so we're not trying to open.
Look at the friggin' camera when you're doing it.
Just so we know.
Wow, it's empty.
It's beautiful.
I've never seen something so thoughtful, I feel like, in my life.
You should open it.
I'm not gonna open this.
Why not? What if there's like a secret, drum key in there or
This
something?
literally has to be like the dumbest thing I've ever done.
I will be so excited if there's anything in that box.
Just for
Dang it.
for everyone out there. There is nothing in the box. They weren't lying. Not this time.
Empty box number 2.
See, now this is cool.
That is cool.
Because this looks like this is almost already assembled.
Dunzo for you.
Yeah.
I had to, on my drum set, put together the whole thing, and it was a huge pain in the butt.
We'd love to see this, right?
Yeah.
Wow, popped out. There it is. Look at that.
Absolutely.
It's already standing. It's been how long and it's already standing outside the box?
There, now we're getting stuff. Now we're cooking.
Don't hit the camera. It seems like they labeled the different symbols as if you can't use the crash symbol as like a different symbol.
I think they did that with my other drum set too, and I don't
Okay.
think it matters.
Oh, is this a drum key?
Ooh, that's kind of a nice looking one.
Oh yeah, it's black. Like my soul.
Yeah. Ooh la la. Empty box.
Empty box.
You almost hit me.
I almost hit you.
I matrixed it, except I didn't move.
You could feel you matrix it, but you didn't move.
Exactly. It just went like whoop, right there.
It's literally Chase 2026. I almost matrixed it, but I didn't.
No, I did matrix it by not moving. That's what I'm saying.
You went into bullet time, but you chose not to move during
But I
bullet
didn't
time.
have to because I was just like, oh, it's gonna be right there.
All right, wow. This is, I guess, it. This seems like a lot less than that box. That box seems huge. How many empty boxes could there have been?
I don't know.
That's wild.
So before we get all the things out, let's take a look at what these pads look like actually.
Yeah.
So it's a mesh head. That's
is.
nice, dude.
I've seen like where these rims are way higher. This doesn't seem too bad.
Oh, the rim itself, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
it seems kind of low profile.
And it's got lugs that you can actually tighten up to change the feel too.
Right.
That's great.
So you don't want it like super flush because then you're kind of playing it not realistically, like a real drum set.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, look at that little guy.
Yeah, we got the half guy.
Like a little, yeah.
Little half guy.
Quite rubbery. Wonder what happens. Probably just nothing if you hit the back of it. I don't know.
I imagine.
Yeah.
It's not going to be like one of the sets that has the triple zone.
Here's a little note. Not that I'm bashing my drum set because I love my drum set, but my drum set did not come with a bass drum pedal. So, you know, $300 drum set, and this thing came with a pedal. Pretty good deal.
Yeah.
That's a real drum set pedal.
Yeah, it has a
That's
chain
a real
and everything.
pedal.
Yeah.
Probably the cheapest you could realistically go while still having a pleasant experience playing it. Someday I'm gonna get one of those like really ridiculously cheap ones just to see how bad it is. There's a point you gotta hit. So we're hoping that this is
Yeah.
it. 300 buckos. Cymbals I'm a little questioning. We'll see how the cymbals feel, but they're not as important, except maybe the hi-hat.
And you know,
but
there's always a chance that you can take one of the more upper end Simmons kits and like be able to use those cymbals if you really have
yeah,
like
you could
one that
upgrade it later probably, yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
It might not have all the same functionality
Yeah, with the module stuff.
with the module, but like the chances are if it's really just about feel or size, you could probably.
It'd be great if they accidentally sent you 2 kits like mine did. That's why I ordered from Sweetwater.
I
They
was
gave you
pretty
2 drum sets.
unlucky in my
Yeah, you had to work for your extra stuff. This is the reason to get a kit like this, because you get an actual beating surface for the bass drum. Because just the pedal ones, I would be scared I was gonna break it, because I broke my old Rock Band kit.
it's essentially
Pedal.
going to be a glorified Rock Band pedal.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And not only do you get to use a real bass drum pedal, which means you could use like a double pedal too if you wanted, so you're gonna have like a much better feel.
The reason that I had in mind to get this kit and why it stuck out is because I've heard that this kit actually works really well with a double bass drum.
Okay, yeah. Now, to contrast, this is the hi-hat, which is kind of that same system we were talking about, but reverse. This is the one you necessarily wouldn't want, but hopefully on the hi-hat end of things, this works well enough that it doesn't negatively affect anything. It's probably less worrisome than a bass drum would be, because you want that feel of a bass drum kit, whereas on this, like, it just needs to open and close. It's not as
it's not really
tactile.
it's not.
Now, what I will say is kind of nice about this is you have like, I'll show this to the camera actually.
Yeah.
Ugh. Oh God, I'm so old. This is our hi-hat system. So it's kind of cool. You like push it down a little bit and it hits this little rod, and then it pushes back a little bit on you, like it puts a little resistance once you hit that, which if you can think about what a hi-hat feels like, you push down a little bit without any resistance, and then the cymbals hit, and then you start getting that resistance. So that's actually kind of like a pretty smart little system for the hi-hat. I'm kind of excited to see how this feels with the foot. Having this been unboxed at my house means that I have to take care of all the friggin' boxes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Bro.
You know, listen, we could have done it different. You told me not to open it. This is like the 10-inch versus the 8.
Okay.
It's a huge difference in the snare, though.
If you can get a bigger than 8-inch snare drum, absolutely, yeah.
Toms are overrated.
You definitely don't use them as much as a snare.
Another reason that I ended up getting this set, if you look at the rack here, it is square. It's like rectangular.
Yeah.
And what that means is like when you're really wailing on some drums, it's not slowly losing its grip, right? And like you had like a round bracket on it.
Yeah.
No matter how tight you get, eventually that's gonna start.
It's gonna go around the circle.
Right. Where like the square apparently is kind of like maybe a little nicer when it comes to that stability.
Yeah, I can see that. We'll test it.
This is like kind of the cool part.
What is it? Oh, tablet mount, phone mount?
Yeah, tablet mount.
Oh, there it is. There's the module.
All right.
That's the brains.
It looks basic, and that's okay.
It actually doesn't look as basic as you'd think.
I mean, there is a screen. There is a screen,
dude.
which is like early 2000s models. Like, you ain't got no screen on there. It's just...
We needed to hire some people just to do this part for us.
Yeah.
You know, we could just sit off the side and make witty commentary.
And fart like that. You're going to have to edit that one out.
Fart out. What are you doing? That's the first one of the channels. Congratulations, Mason.
You said you wouldn't ever do it, so...
All right, now it's all you.
It's all me?
Yeah, I might just go take a break. Don't put it
Oh, you want to put it
there.
like where the tom is?
I was saying like right here would be a stupid place to put a hi-hat.
When I'm bound to play Clone Hero, it will make more sense.
Yeah, but the thing is when you're going like, if you're going digga digga checka digga 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 cha, then you're gonna have to like cross kind of weird. Whereas here, it actually kind of lays nicely with your right hand. You know, if you're doing this. You know what, you do, it's your drum set. I'm not gonna, I want you do, you know. Maybe you're a pioneer.
What in the Spice Girl? Should this be a crash and this be a tom?
I don't know, dude. It's your kit.
That's 100%.
Not like I'm a drummer. We're cooking.
I'm like, maybe microwaving.
I feel you on these little square things. I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying
no,
about
I
how
totally
like they're
do.
not going to
Like it's not
slowly rotate.
It just seems like a pretty good system.
It's a little baby set, dude.
I'm kind of excited to sit down at it. You know, the only thing I feel like is
baby set.
even baby about it at all, though, is just the toms being all 8 inches.
Like, listen, if you got an apartment in New York, what else are you gonna do besides this? This is the option. This, I feel like you could actually get in the closet. Like, if you folded it up, I think you could get this in the closet.
All right, I'm gonna see how bad your setup is to me. See
Well,
if I don't like it.
listen.
All right. We're yawning. This is exciting.
Dude, I
I don't care that it's super late. We're all very excited about this drum set.
I imagine most of this is gonna be fast forwarded anyway.
You don't think people are gonna watch an hour of us setting up a drum set?
You're right. The height is a little more comparable to yours than I would have expected.
Now, I think you had it in your mind that this was gonna be like some kiddie drum set. I don't think it is.
I think it is
I think-
a little bit. I mean, 8-inch toms,
It's just a $300 drum set, you know? It's not like,
which is a kid drum set.
just because something is cheap doesn't mean that it's a kid one.
True.
This cost me $60, and it's like, see, it's beautiful. Can you hold this? Hey, you're not supposed to be listening to it yet, you cheater.
Oh. Not?
I want a first impressions thing.
Oh, well, now that you tell me. There was no point in like college, for instance, when like I was doing guitar and piano that like I had to do anything drum.
Just kind of like osmosis over the years, just kind of picked it up, huh?
You say that, but I don't think I can drum, dude.
Dude, you're fine. What are you talking
You're
about?
making it sound like that. Like osmosis is a word you use for someone who knows how to do the thing.
That's what this is for.
goodness.
Now you're gonna learn because you
Oh yeah,
have
you're
a drum
gonna teach
set.
me. Yeah.
I didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
You talk me through this a little bit.
What do you mean?
We
Okay.
finally got it set up. Okay,
Yeah.
so ta-da!
Ta-da.
It booted up to heavy rock #1. We're just gonna kind of poke around a little bit, and he's gonna see what it's all about. Talk about, you know, features that it has.
Oh man, you act like I do this for a living. You have like, you know, all your stuff, your record, your play, your kit. I think there is some capability to customize some things. I don't know too many beats, dude.
All right, so you've played this thing for like, I don't know, 5 minutes now. Give me first impressions. How does it feel?
Yes.
How's the layout? Is it,
I am definitely more impressed with the like mesh heads than I am the cymbals.
how was laying it out? Is it everything in a place you would consider it where you would be wanting it?
I think there might be some finagling I do, but like for the most part,
But
it seems
it's
pretty.
capable of doing it.
I think so.
Yeah,
I mean, I
okay.
don't really feel like the bracket system is like really like limiting
Yeah, okay.
where I want some things. With this amount of toms and this amount of cymbals, it seems like, and unless you really move this like way out of the way, it seems like it'd be hard to like do a huge variation of what this is.
Yeah.
Just to, like fit everything.
So that's
But, like,
kind of the setup we're looking at. But
Right,
still, like,
right,
that's
yeah.
probably what you'd want, you know?
Probably, especially for like anyone who's intermediate, like this is kind of like how you learn drum placement wise, right?
Yeah,
Like you're
yeah.
not doing anything too crazy.
In the headphones, how's
Yeah.
it sound?
It's not as loud as I thought it would be. And it might be my hat getting a little bit in the way here. Let me just
You get the hat problems?
let me
Yeah.
just go full blast here and just truly crank it. It's pretty good.
Okay.
It's acceptable.
Okay.
I think it could get louder, but like I think it's actually
Because you are
acceptable.
maxed right now. Like,
Right.
That's as loud as it'll go, yeah.
Right. I can't imagine like even if you're trying to play along with something that you have set up like in the line input
Yeah.
or whatever, like you'd be able to hear yourself play. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was hard rock, right?
It was.
So, like, what are we looking now? Modern pop.
This snare feels like Green Day Piccolo almost. Like you know what I mean? Like
Now we're talking.
if I could play, it'd be better.
You're playing fine. The only thing I would say, no one would really tell much difference if your left hand didn't push into the snare drum every time.
Sure.
Because you're getting like 6 hits, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So just like single. Yeah.
Like letting off. a
Right,
little
just
bit.
hitting it one time and then.
Yeah. Because
and
I
then
have a habit of just like.
You like to go
drive it in.
push. Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously, that's it, dude. That's drumming.
Wow. That right is, that wasn't it.
You're pushing it again.
Yeah. I don't know.
Let's see here.
It fits with the case. Barely.
Hey, barely, but that's probably
I would
good.
probably
It's
side
not-
load it
I don't-
anyway, right?
Ooh, now play something really loud and let's see if it falls. I feel it's gonna fall forward. I feel like if you get too cray, it might fall, but I think if we just tilted it a little bit this way,
Yeah.
like one notch.
I think you should side load
Like
it
that.
anyway if you're gonna put a
Oh,
phone
that's
there,
right,
you know
true.
what
I
I
didn't
mean?
even think of that.
If you have a tablet or anything, you're gonna want to go long way. Yeah. Like that seems to me like
That'd be all right, yeah. Here, wait.
that looks nice. It actually looks nice. You should
With a phone?
you should come
Before we do that, where's my tablet? My big one. So this is probably the dumbest setup you could I mean, not dumb, but like this is the most extreme
Tablet
setup you could possibly have on this bad boy. Man, doesn't it look like professional now that you just throw a big old screen in front of it? Yeah.
It's holding up. It's not
That's
really
fine.
wobbling too
It
much.
seems fine. I can feel the modern pop just coming out.
Yeah. Metallic.
Metallic, let's go.
Like supposed to be like hair metal.
I don't know.
It doesn't really feel slasher, but oh Jesus.
Nice.
Gotta be looser. So now you got me in my
It's not
head.
about looseness. It's
Okay,
just
it's about
it's a
funky booty.
funky booty.
Funk booty.
Funk booty.
Which is actually worse if you think about it. It's like a booty that smells. I don't know if that's great, but we take showers. That's how we like not get funk booty. One thing I will say, and I think this is just pretty common like with like most like electronic drums, is that you really do get that Phil Collins reverb, like, which is like not always like the compression you want when playing drums. You know what I mean? There's something about that that like adds like, it's like, oh, that's an electric kit. You know what I
Now
mean?
the other thing, I think you can, like, let's say even if you didn't like the sounds on this, I think you can just hook this into other sounds and like use it as a MIDI controller.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I mean,
think
you've
so.
got that too.
Yeah.
So we've got kit, song, tempo, click, record. It's got a record function. Okay, so you've got some stuff you can change. We're probably not going to mess with that too much right now, but
Yacht Rock sounds awesome. I'm actually jealous that I just,
yacht rock. Okay.
is that supposed to be like what, some indie stuff?
Every kit I've heard sounds the exact same, but it's because it's coming from my computer speakers.
I think that's true. So far, I don't think it's loaded up with a bunch of like kind of gimmicky. Like
Yeah.
I think all these kits are really trying to be like a kit, which is nice.
That is nice.
It's not so much like, oh, here's that weird ambient techno beat that you would never actually play on a, you know what I mean? Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. This is a few.
I was going to say, well, we were only on like number 7.
You could probably find it. You could probably find it. All right, I'll let you take a spin. I'm gonna take a break.
All right, let's see what we got. I'm kind of nervous. Oh, you're just leaving completely, huh?
Oh yeah, I gotta
Oh,
take
I
a break,
see. You
dude.
just get to punch out on the clock.
Yeah.
You don't even have to be here for commentary or nothing. I see how it is.
I'll be right back.
All right. Whoa, he was complaining that it was too soft. That's like immediately loud. Oh man, that's pretty good. I'm pretty impressed so far on this guy. Yeah, get my coat stuck. We're going back to number 1. I want to see what heavy rock is. So I have noticed, just playing it a couple minutes here, there is a little bit of crosstalk happening. Like when I'm hitting some rims on this, actually I got all 4 to light up at one point. There is a crosstalk setting in here that should help with that kind of thing. We haven't touched it at all. It's not really noticeable enough for like really care, I guess. Metallic. It's got pretty good sounds.
What do you think?
I had to turn the volume down because I'm not apparently as deaf as you are.
Oh, okay. Deaf? What are you talking about, dude?
I've played like about 4 or 5 of these kits.
Yeah,
They sound good.
similar. They're similar.
I mean, like there's quite a more difference now that here, because especially the bass drum is like, you know, you get some really boomy, hitty bass
The
drums.
bass drum is a little much, I think, in a lot of the kits. A little
that
bit.
that
but
heavy rock
yeah.
is.
Yeah.
The modern pop is kind of chill.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
I made some funk booty. Oh, see, this is that snare drum I like. Kind of tight. How many sounds does this thing come with?
I'm not sure.
Ooh. A really beefy snare drum. For like a part that's kind of optional, having this guy here, it incorporates well to the sounds. Like that is the tom I would want.
The kid knows what's next.
Same with this guy. Empire. I want to find some weird stuff. Top 40, that doesn't sound weird.
No.
Oh, it is kind of weird. Ah! I'm gonna break these drums before
You better not.
Young punk.
Copyright. Copyright.
I know, sorry.
Is that guitar?
It scared me.
Yeah, it's like MC Hammer. 80s MC Hammer. We could do without this one. I have to imagine this kind of showcasing other sounds you can upload into this, right?
I don't know.
Like, why else would you need that thing?
Why else you would need that is a good question.
Yeah.
That made me feel things. Dude.
All right.
Play some nails, dude.
Oh, is that called nails after Nine Inch Nails?
Nails, I guess. It's gimmicky, but it's like, it's a good gimmicky.
Okay.
Like I can get behind it a little bit.
Oh no. Trent Reznor, here I come. You know what this snare reminds me of?
What?
You know the intro to like Batman Beyond?
No.
The rim shot is a different, like,
The
it's
rim
the
is
same
different.
sound, but like a different pitch. Which is kind of cool.
That is cool.
I don't know. You got me on this one.
We're gonna quick, 17, 18, 19, 20. 10 user kits, 25 pre-kits.
Also important to note that like for the reasons I bought this, I'm looking to play along and just like get some chops up. I'm not like trying to record these sounds to anything or like, you know what I mean? It is a cool feature to have like, and I will probably have a user kit that I designed that I kind of like really like the most out of all the things.
Yeah.
And then that's probably gonna be the one I'm rocking to most of the stuff, but it is cool to see the range of,
Option.
yeah, that Niles kit is pretty awesome.
I wanna see if we can get a song going through the headphones and then have you play with it and see if it.
Why? So you can see me not know how to play the drums?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's
No,
why.
why?
Yeah. I wanna make sure it works. Wow, that's quite the sound.
I don't like it. Dude, I would love to like those jungle beats, like if I was good. Oh God, I can't even do it. If I was good.
That's what this is all about. That's why we got a drum set.
All
right, dude.
Like, what are your thoughts, dude? My thoughts are like tempered because I don't own one of these.
Oh, so here's what I want to do. We're gonna have two different takes. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to get the take of you just bought this drum for
Yeah.
your purposes.
Yeah.
What do you think as a non-drummer playing this thing? You know?
I think this is beyond reasonable to like improve my drum playing. I feel like for like what I like want to, you know, play the drums for.
Yeah.
I don't know. You put me on the spot. I have to like think about this question.
That's okay.
For the most part, I bought a set just so that I can like jam along and like sweat it out.
Yeah, okay.
I can easily see myself sitting down for like an hour session, playing along to like one of my favorite metal albums and like really cathartically getting into it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I feel like it's easier to play the drums along to music than like a lot of other instruments.
Yeah.
Is that a fair thing to say? I think that's a fair thing to say.
Yeah.
I think this is gonna be like a thing for me where I can like bond with some of my favorite music a little bit more because I'm listening to it deeper and like listening for like more nuances and maybe discovering things I haven't discovered before about some of like the albums that I consider my favorite albums anyway. So that's really gonna be like what I'm using this for.
Yeah, I mean positive then, right? I mean,
yeah, there are some things. Could this be taller? Could some of these pads be bigger? Cymbals be a little bit bigger? Of course. But I think for like the deal I got, I'm actually quite thrilled.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
All right, trade with me.
All right.
I'll give my thoughts. This thing sucks. No, just kidding. All right, so to give my thoughts on this, it's like 9 out of 10 on whatever you would want for whatever thing you're doing. The only thing I will say, it doesn't quite keep up with me as like someone who's pretty adept at drums.
You feel like there's a latency thing?
Better than that, actually. It's not latency at all. It's just like if I'm doing some fast stuff, or if I'm like, you know, doing that kind of thing on a hi-hat, I can feel some missed stuff.
Like it's not picking it up.
Yeah.
Some missed That's more important though, like if you're trying to record it, and less important if you're playing along with it.
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
And honestly, even with that, like, it's pretty good for what you paid for it. I'll start with the negatives first, because it seems easier for me to talk about negatives, because I can be grouchy. The cymbals don't feel fantastic. Like, there's no choking. There's no, like, high-end features that you would consider, you know, for, like, an expensive electronic kit.
Yeah, like
there's no bell on a ride. Like, because
yeah.
I was, like, doing my little Latin beat, and I was like, oh, there's no bell, you know. Like, that is kind of noticeable as someone who plays drum set. The hi-hat is, like, okay in the left foot.
There's 3 stages. There's obviously 3 stages.
I don't feel like 100% locked in that if I'm trying to go like, I don't know if I'm for sure gonna get it every time.
It's hard to gauge in your mind where the level is for your phone.
Yeah, and maybe I'm just not there yet. And I bet there's settings we could tweak too to make that, you know, a
and
little
maybe
bit more tight.
The more time you have, the more like you can actually hone in on like exactly where your foot's
Yeah,
at for
totally.
that. But, like, I get that.
And you know, honestly, the feel is pretty okay. I was worried that playing this.
You were definitely most worried about this.
I think so. Yeah. I didn't think it would work as good as it does. It's actually pretty good for, you know, $300. That aside, as long as you aren't a professional gigging with this thing, I think it's like there. Yeah. It's what you need it to be.
Yeah.
It sounds good. Out of the 25 kits, and a lot of them sound great. They don't have that cheapy electronic-y drum set sound. The bass drum actually feels really good.
It doesn't feel bad.
Nice and tight. And
it doesn't. Yeah, especially once we get some more weight behind it. Like I think it'll.
So it doesn't jiggle at the end. Yeah, and that's even slight there too.
Yeah. Like, obviously, price point. This like beats out a V drum higher end
kills
set.
It.
Right?
Yeah, I mean no, the price is fantastic.
But like the other thing that I don't want to understate, besides the price point, like
which
this
is
just obviously like that's why you would get this kit. The one thing I think this has over like a higher end set is I can see the portability. I can see how easy this thing is going to be to just kind of collapse into itself and throw it in a closet.
The other thing too that I haven't really talked about, it's quiet enough, you know, when you're not listening to it.
It still makes noise.
It does, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like anything is going to make noise, but
Yeah.
like obviously that's why people look into probably electronic drum sets in the first place is like because they have like I don't know like roommates or like they live in an apartment or like anything like that. But the portability, like I don't want to underrate that. I could like lift this thing and it does feel pretty sturdy for the weight factor.
I've been beating the heck out of it and it's not moving. You know, like as I play it.
I honestly thought it would feel flimsier. While the quality of like maybe like the cymbals and like there are some things that you feel like aren't the highest quality, just overall flimsiness of like the joints and like everything, like it actually doesn't feel that bad.
Nice. End of the day, if you're a beginner, absolutely. This is gonna be fantastic to learn on. Even without the like extended version and you just had these 4.
You'd be excited.
Oh, it'd be good. You can learn good technique on it.
Yeah.
Intermediate, I still think it's gonna be there. If you're looking at a $300 drum set, you're not worried about that
The acoustic
anyways.
equivalent of this would be what? 6? Like for like a beginner, intermediate, like 2 intermediate, fair price of getting into an acoustic kit. What are we talking even?
Acoustic's a whole nother ball game, I think.
Right. $300 is not gonna get you a cymbal pack.
Yeah.
Or it will just get you a cymbal pack. And so like I can also see like parents getting their kids or like some people who are like adults who are just really trying to get into it, like being like, wow, the curb for acoustic is not only space requirement, but like also high.
Oh, and loud. End of the day, I can recommend this drum set for a beginner, like especially. Yeah. And someone who just doesn't own a drum set already. Like you have actually played a little bit of drum set before and you haven't had your own.
No, ever.
Yeah.
Not once.
And
in my
now,
life.
now
Yeah.
you do. And it's a
Yeah.
pretty nice kit.
There is no reason I need a better kit for just like fooling around to like some of my favorite songs. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Some people buy treadmills and you
Yeah.
buy a drum set.
yeah, there you go. Yeah. This is gonna be like a late night treat for me. Kids in bed, wife's reading a book.
Your 2-year-old thanks you for not getting an acoustic drum set.
Oh, I can't wait. My 2-year-old's gonna love this thing.
All right, man. Thanks.
Coolio, yeah.
Hi guys.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
Dad's videos. Hi.
Say like and subscribe.
Please like and subscribe, okay? And please get this channel enough views and subscribes so we can get the golden play.
I got a while for that one.
Bye.
Go.
Bye bye.
Go, go, go. Go, Chi. Go to bed.